How do we measure agricultural density? Imagine trying to understand how busy farms are in a large area. That's where agricultural density comes into play. It helps us see how many farmers work on each piece of farmland. To figure this out, we take the total number of people actively working on farms and divide that by the amount of land used for farming. This land is called arable land, which means it's suitable for growing crops. So, if there are 200 farmers working on 5,000 acres of farmland, we divide 200 by 5,000. The answer tells us how many farmers are working on each acre. This number shows how intensively the land is being used for farming. If the number is high, it means many farmers are working on small plots, which could mean intensive farming. If it's low, fewer farmers work on larger pieces of land, often with more machinery and less manual labor. This method is different from general population density, which looks at total people divided by total land area. Agricultural density focuses only on those involved in farming and the land they use. It helps us understand rural and farming communities better. In the United States, agricultural density tends to be lower than in many developing countries because farms are larger and machines do much of the work. This shows how farming practices and land use differ across regions. Measuring agricultural density is useful for planning policies and resources. It helps decide where to put new equipment or support for farmers. It also shows how rural areas are changing, especially with shifts toward urban living. By knowing how many farmers work on each piece of land, we can see how land is being used and how productive farms are. It's a simple but powerful way to connect population data with land use, giving us a clearer picture of farming and rural life in the United States.